Here's Derrick in New Mexico. Hi, Derrick.
Hello, Eddie, Sebastian, Carrot Top, and Richard Christie. Hey, Eddie, happy belated birthday, man. I saw you're over there in Vegas and that little on your videos and your pictures and stuff like that at your birthday party where they had that cool cake and they sang for you and everything like that. So
And
cool.
yes, Andrew Freeman today posted a video which I didn't even know he had of everybody singing "Happy Birthday" to me, and I reposted it today, and that was very nice. And that was a very cool cake that my friend Alice Goldstein, who lives here in Vegas, was nice enough to get for me. So yeah, it was a great group of friends, and we had a great time there. And yeah, it was awesome. So that little there's a bunch of people that shot video, but that's up there now.
Yeah, it looked like a really good time. Hey, I have a couple of things real quick. I have my Creed concert that I wanted to let you tell you about, but about 2 weeks before that, over here in El Paso, Texas, at the Speaking Rock Casino, they had a free concert with the Third Eye Blind, and I got a chance to see your buddy Aaron Jones. He was in the middle slot that night, and and that dude is freaking awesome. Yeah, you know what I mean. And at the end of his set, he did the national anthem, on the guitar at the very end, before the lights came on or whatever. But yeah, I think he only played like about maybe 6 songs. I got there for about 3 because I was trying to get inside. You have to go to the casino to get to the outside venue area. But he was good. So I'm gonna probably check, see if I can check out his record or whatever. And then my other one,
I think he's on Derrick. I think he's on Rocklahoma again this year. He's played it like every other year. I think I saw him on the rundown for this year as well, and that's when I saw him last. But he's great. His band is great. I'm assuming he's probably readying new music. I've not talked to him or heard much about him in a while, but I'm glad he's out there playing because I love what he does.
Yeah. And then my Creed show was just a little bit over a week ago. It was last Monday over there in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And it was at the amphitheater or whatever. And it was Mammoth and Daughtry and Creed. And, I'd seen all of them except for Daughtry. And he was really good. And, so I had bought my ticket a long time ago because whenever I travel, I usually buy my ticket ahead of time. I know, what I mean? Like that goes against like all of our, like you should wait or whatever. But if I'm traveling, I'm just going to buy my ticket because I don't want to take the chance in it either selling out or whatever.
Yeah, do what works for you. Do what works for you, man. I say that all the time. I mean, that's just a suggestion because you're going to get in a lot cheaper, but you do what works for you, of course.
Yeah, exactly. So whenever I got there, we were going down, and my friend's son, he was going to put some money on one of those cards because, like at most of those venues where it's cashless, whatever, you have to have a card or on your phone or whatever. And we went down to the guest services window, and he was putting money on a card, and there was another lane, and I saw the sign up there, and it said $20 upgrade to pit area. And I was like, what the hell? Is that true? So I just jumped in that line quick, and my friend was in line right there to get their thing. And I got there, and I was like, is that true? Like for today? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, $20, right? Yeah, just give us your credit card. So, I gave them my card like that, and they gave me a wristband. I told my friend, hey, dude, get in line here before they sell out or whatever. So that was a, nice little upgrade right there. And then also, during Creed, whenever they started, I went out to go use the restroom real quick and grab me a beer. And I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna make a quick visit up to the lawn area, and I found a dude there. He was taking video. He was by himself. I went up to him. I said, hey, dude, I said, if you're here by yourself, I said, hey, man, I got a pit upgrade, but you can have my original seat, which is down there in section 1. It was way down there. And he was like, oh, for real? I was like, yeah, dude. So I walked him all the way down there, got him through the ticket area, showed the usher, said, hey, this was his ticket, I'm going to the pit area. Yeah, and he was all happy about that. So he was all stoked at me. And he said, and plus he had an aisle seat, directly to to see the concert. But Creed, yeah, their production, everything is great, just like what you always say. But hey, thanks for taking my call, Eddie, and appreciate you. And again, happy birthday, man.
Thank you, Derrick. I appreciate that. Thank you. So a lot there in Derrick's call. So with Creed, it's funny because I've seen Creed now 4 times since they've reunited, but never once at their own show with all the production. Because both times it was the 2 times they played on their cruise that I hosted. So I've not seen them yet in like not on a boat. And obviously in a regular setting, they've got all this pyro and this big show, but I've not yet seen the big show because it just hasn't worked out that I've been in a place that I can go. But I think it was on this show yesterday, because again, on Mondays I do 2 shows, so the calls blur into each other. But I think it was on this show yesterday. Somebody asked about Alter Bridge, and I mentioned that they're getting ready to ramp up to Alter Bridge. Well, to that end, if you follow Alter Bridge on their social media today, they are teasing something for tomorrow. I would assume that that's going to be a song. I would assume, knowing there's a record done, that they're probably going to put a well in advance single for the coming album. So the Alter Bridge machine, the Creed machine is going to slow down. The Alter Bridge machine is going to ramp up. Again, in case you're not aware, the connection being 3 of the 4 guys are the same guys in both bands. So if we have new Alter Bridge music tomorrow, that'll be great. Looking forward to hearing that. Derrick talking about, waiting to buy the tickets, which I tell you guys all the time, if you can do, you will get in at a fraction of the cost, often well below face price. Told you guys very recently, my son was here with me in Vegas, and he went to see Beyonce, and he was panicking about getting the tickets. Dad, the ticket I want is $300. It's not going to go cheaper than that. I kept telling him, wait. The day before, he got it for $150. So him and his friend went for the price that would have been total, the price that was originally 1 ticket, they got 2 tickets for that. And that was a fairly hot show. And every day there are social media accounts that document this. There's one that's called Pays to Wait. There's one that's called Tickets Help. These are on Twitter or X. Again, as I tell you guys, that I have Instagram, I have the Facebook page, but that's always been my preferred one, just for news and ease of posting and all that. You don't need to have a photo, whatever. But if you have that, it'll tell you. And the other day I saw, because they'll often post and it'll say, hey, here's the seat map for whatever show. The $500 tickets are now $40. Now's the time. It'll tip you off. And the other day they posted about My Chemical Romance, who are playing in stadiums right now, that there was something like a $600 zone ticket that was $30 the day of or the day before the show. So it's rampant. And if you got the stones to wait it out, 95% of the time, it's always going to work to your favor. And people are starting to figure this out beyond me and my audience talking about it in these social media accounts. And it's becoming a problem that the industry is going to have to address, I think, sooner than later. Because people don't know, these promoters don't exactly know how many tickets they're going to sell, and are going to get panicky and start canceling shows when more and more people decide to not buy until day of. But the flip side of it is, if it's a hot show, they're going to fleece you and the price is going to go up, as you know. So it's a two-edged sword. But 95% of the time with the glut of shows out there, you're going to get in under. And one other thing from Derrick's call, he always does his sign-on by running down those regular listeners and saying hello to them. And one he mentions is Richard Christie, who, of course, is a daily listener. And Richard, I was thinking of Richard this morning because Richard's huge into Halloween and horror. And here in Vegas on Thursday, they are opening a year-round, I believe 24/7, giant horror complex. It's called Universal Horror Nights. It's branded with Universal Studios. And I've driven past it. It's enormous. It's a gigantic structure built just for this massive house of horrors that's going to run year-round. Not my thing. But I was thinking of Richard because this morning on the news they were showing you the inside of it and talking about it opening. So he could, he might want to potentially. I could see him working there. Would be such up his alley.